Good morning, everyone. It's really good to see everyone, all of our second chapter students and King's Army students. I'm very glad to see you this morning. I'm very proud of all of you for choosing to come this early and chilly morning and to come before God this morning as we prepare to go back to school. Back to school 특별 새벽 예배, 셋째 날 예배로 오신 모든 분들 다시 한 번 더 환영합니다. 네, today's passage, once again, it comes from Proverbs 27:17. It's a very famous passage, but if we could just read it all together one more time. 오늘의 말씀은 잠언 27장 17절입니다. 다 각자 언어로 다시 한번 함께 읽어보겠습니다. 시작. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. 아멘. 다음 슬라이드로 넘겨주시면요. 네, 감사합니다. When we look at this picture, what do you guys see? I'll give you a moment to just kind of observe the picture. If we look closely, we can see that the iron blade is red and it's hot, so there's heat, there's friction, and there's even sparks that are flying. And when sharpening iron, firstly, friction is absolutely necessary. If I have an iron blade and I just hold it next to a sharpening steel, but I don't move them against each other, nothing happens. The blade stays dull. It's the rubbing, the contact, the friction that creates the sharpness. Second, sparks begin to fly. And the sparks that we see in this image, it's part of the process. The friction creates heat. It creates visible evidence that real work is happening. Third, both pieces, both the iron that is being sharpened as well as the sharpening steel or the steel hammer are affected. Not only does the knife become sharper, but particles from the sharpening steel are left on the blade, and small particles from the blade also affect the steel. Neither piece remains exactly the same. And lastly, it takes time. One or two strokes don't create a sharp blade. It's a process that requires patience and repeated contact. And this process of sharpening iron can be applied to our friendships. True friendships involve challenge, not just agreement. And good friends speak truth and love even when it's difficult to hear. And when God brings real friends into our lives, both people grow and change. And character development, becoming more like Jesus, that takes time. 먼저 철이 철을 날카롭게 하는 과정을 살펴보면요. 마찰과 열, 그리고 불꽃이 튀는 것을 볼 수 있습니다. 이 과정에서는 마찰이 절대적으로 필요하고 양쪽 모든 영향을 받으며 시간이 걸립니다. 이와 같이 진정한 우정도 단순한 동의가 아니라 도전을 포함하며 좋은 친구는 사랑으로 진실로 말해줍니다. 하나님께서는 진정한 친구들을 우리 삶에 보내주시면 양쪽 모두 성장하고 예수님을 더욱 닮아가는 성품은 다듬어지기까지 시간이 필요합니다. To give you an example, let's think about learning to ride a bike. You might have one friend as you're riding the bike who just stands there next to you, cheering you on, saying, "Oh, you're doing great," even if you're wobbling back and forth. It's nice to hear, and encouragement is important. But you also need the friend who runs alongside you, who catches you when you're about to fall, who says, "Hey, lean a little less to the left," or "lean more to the right," or "pedal faster," or "look where you're going," instead of looking at the ground. That friend creates a little friction. It's a little tension, and they're not just telling you that you're wonderful or you're doing a good job, but they're actually helping you learn, and that is iron sharpening iron. 예를 들면 자전거 타는 법을 배울 때는 생각해 보세요. 비틀거려도 잘하고 있다라고만 격려해주는 친구도 좋지만 옆에서 같이 뛰면서 더 빨리 페달을 밟아, 앞으로 봐. 라고 말해주는 친구가 더 필요하죠. 그 친구는 약간의 마찰을 만들지만 실제로 배우는 것을 도와줍니다. 그것이 바로 철이 철을 날카롭게 하는 것입니다. 오늘 부모님들에게 드리고 싶은 말씀은 3가지입니다. Parents, there are 3 things that I want to share with all of you today. 첫 번째는 자녀들의 친구들에게 관심을 가져주시길 바랍니다. Firstly, I encourage you to take interest in your child's friends. 자녀들의 친구들을 아는 것이 중요하다고 생각합니다. 단순히 이름만이 아니라 그들의 성품을 아는 게 중요하다고 생각합니다. 자녀들에게 이런 질문을 한번 물어보세요. 이 친구의 어떤 점을 좋아하니? 어떻게 너를 격려해 주니? 오늘 친구와 무슨 이야기를 했니? 이런 친구들이 여러분의 자녀에게 어떤 영향을 주는지도 지켜봐 주세요. 이 친구가 좋은 선택을 격려하는지, 나쁜 선택을 격려하는지, 부모님이 곁에 없을 때 자녀가 현명한 결정을 내리도록 도와줄 수 있는 그런 친구들인지. Knowing their character and not just their names. Asking questions like, what do you like about this friend? How do they encourage you? What did you guys talk about today? And watching how these friends influence your child. Do they bring out the best in your child? Are they the kind of friend who will help your child make wise decisions even when you are not around? 두 번째는 과도한 간섭의 유혹을 참아주시길 바랍니다. Second is to resist the excessive interference. 때때로 저희 부모님들이 좋아하지 않거나 마음에 좀 들지 않는 자녀의 친구를 만날 수 있습니다. 그땐 즉시 관계를 끊거나 통제하고 싶은 마음들 들 수도 있죠. 하지만 자녀들의 우정을 지나치게 통제하려고 하면 자녀의 마음에 원망을 키우게 될 가능성이 높습니다. 외모나 첫 인상만으로 누군가를 성급하게 판단하기 쉽지만 하나님께서는 겉모습이 아니라 저희 마음을 보신다는 것을 기억하시길 바랍니다. 또한 자녀의 관계 문제에 직접 개입하기보다는 스스로 해결하도록 하고 문제를 어떻게 할지 스스로 알아낼 수 있도록 도와주시길 바랍니다. At times, we may meet friends who we don't like or don't quite approve of, and we might want to control that relationship. But doing this can grow resentment in our child's hearts. And although it may be easy to judge someone based on their appearance or first impression, in those moments, I encourage all of us to remember that God does not look at what is on the outside, but rather that He looks at our hearts. And it is also important to allow our children to work through their disagreements and problems in their friendships rather than becoming directly involved. 마지막으로 드리고 싶은 말씀은 기도를 통해 자녀들의 우정과 교육 관계를 하나님께 맡기실 바랍니다. Lastly, entrust your child's friendships to God through prayer. 각 친구를 이름을 불러 구체적으로 기도를 해주세요. 그들의 성품 발달을 위해, 그들의 가족을 위해 하나님께서 그들의 마음 역사하시도록 기도해 주세요. 나는 그 친구를 별로 좋아하지 않다 라고 말하는 대신 이 우정에 대해 함께 지혜를 구해 기도해보자 라고 말해보세요. 자녀가 하나님의 인도하심을 구하는 일에 참여하게 도와주시고 부모의 역할은 자녀의 모든 친구를 선택해주는 것이 아니라 친구를 현명하게 선택할 수 있는 자녀로 키우는 것입니다. 이것은 통제가 아니라 기도를 통해 이루어집니다. Lastly, parents, I encourage you to entrust your child's friendships to God through prayer. Pray specifically for each friend by name. Pray for their character development, for their families, for God to work in their hearts and in their lives. Instead of saying, oh, I don't really like that friend, try saying, let's pray for wisdom about this friendship together. Involve your child in seeking God's guidance and teach them to depend on God. A parent's role is not to choose all of your child's friends, but rather to raise a child who can choose friends wisely, and that happens through prayer, not control. 이제 자녀들에게 말씀하겠습니다. This is my message for all of our children, our students that are here this morning. As you enter into a new school year, you will meet new people, new friends, maybe the same friends. But when choosing friends, I encourage you to look at character rather than popularity or appearance. True friends are those who encourage each other and guide one another on the right path. Firstly, look beyond the surface. Popularity fades and appearance deceives, but character, honesty, kindness, and faithfulness last forever. And second, true friends sharpen character. Good friends tell you the truth, even when it hurts, even when you don't want to hear it. They encourage you to do the right thing, and they stick with you through difficulties, and they challenge you to be better. Not so good friends only tell you what you want to hear, encourage compromise. They disappear when things get tough, and they drag you down. And sometimes good friends create friction in your life, and that's actually a good thing. They might say, that joke wasn't funny, it was mean. They might challenge you to work harder on your homework instead of copying theirs. They might not laugh when you start to gossip about somebody. They might say, I don't think we should watch that movie. This friction might not be pleasant in the moment, and maybe in the moment some of us might think, who do you think you are? What right do you have to say that to me? But it makes you sharper, and it helps you to be more like Christ. And so, I encourage you to ask yourselves, do the friends you currently have around you make you more like Jesus or less? 자녀들에게 두 가지를 말씀을 드렸습니다. 첫 번째는 친구를 선택할 때 인기나 외모보다는 성품을 보라고 했습니다. 인기는 사라지고 외모는 속이지만 정직함과 친절함 같은 성품은 평생 지속됩니다. 두 번째는 진정한 친구는 성품을 다듬어 줍니다. 좋은 친구들은 아플 때라도 진심을 말해주고 옳은 일을 하도록 격려하며 어려울 때 곁에 있어 줍니다. 나쁜 친구들은 듣고 싶은 말만 해주고 가치관을 타협하도록 하며 어려워지면 사라집니다. 때때로 좋은 친구들이 자녀들의 삶에 마찰을 만들어내지만 그것이 실제로 좋은 것입니다. 이런 마찰을 그 순간에는 어렵지만 자녀들을 더 다듬어주고 예수님을 더욱 닮아가도록 도와줍니다. But here is the main message that I want to relay to all of you today. In order to attract good friends, we must first be a good friend. We need to work on ourselves to become holy and to be the piece of iron that sharpens others. And to be the iron that sharpens iron, we must first be sharp ourselves. And only God can truly sharpen us. It is only His Spirit that can transform our hearts. And so, how do we become the kind of iron that can sharpen others? First, to be filled with the Spirit. Allow God to control your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And secondly, pursue holiness. Strive to be set apart for God's purpose and say no to things that dull your spiritual edge. And lastly, third, allow God to sharpen you first. Submit to His sharpening through reading the Word. And when God's words convict you, don't resist it. Allow Him to sharpen you. Seek out godly people who can speak truth into your life, not just words of encouragement or things that you want to hear. And practice spiritual discipline like praying daily and doing your devotionals and worshiping daily and seeking after Him. When we become sharp iron in God's hands, and we naturally attract other people who want to grow spiritually. We become the kind of friends who can help others become more like Jesus. And as important as it is for us to have friends who might not be Christian, and for you to be the light of Christ and to share the gospel with them, we must first become the sharpened iron. 하지만 좋은 친구들을 끌어들이기 위해서는 먼저 우리가 좋은 친구가 되어야 합니다. 성품 있는 사람들을 끌어들이고 싶다면 우리 스스로가 성품을 성장시켜야 합니다. 다른 사람들을 다듬어주는 철이 되려면 먼저 우리 자신이 다듬어져야 하고 오직 하느님만 우리를 참으로 다듬어 주실 수 있습니다. 어떻게 다른 사람들을 다듬어 줄 수 있는 그런 존재가 될 수 있을까요? 첫 번째는 성령으로 충만해야 합니다. 하나님께서 우리 생각과 말과 행동을 다스리도록 구해야 합니다. 두 번째는 거룩함을 추구해야 합니다. 그리고 세 번째는 하나님께서 먼저 우리를 다듬으시도록 허용해야 합니다. 우리가 이렇게 할 때, 하나님의 손에 있는 다듬어진 철이 될 때, 우리는 자연스럽게 영적으로 성장하고 싶어 하는 다른 사람들을 끌어들이게 됩니다. 하나님께서는 우정이 철을 날카롭게 하는 것과 같도록 설계하셨습니다. 항상 편하지 않지만 사랑과 진실로 행할 때는 항상 유익하며 결국 우리를 예수님을 더욱 닮게 만듭니다. God designed friendships to be like iron sharpening iron. Not always comfortable. Sometimes there's friction. Sometimes there's sparks that fly. But always beneficial when it's done in love and truth. And the process involves friction and tension, and it takes time. But the result is always worth it. We become sharper and more useful in God's hands, and more like Jesus in our character. 이 시간에 찬양 한 곡 같이 부르고 같이 기도하겠습니다. Before